So this is the rarest Bionicle piece in my collection. A skrall blade piece with medium blue in the center. Sure, it might not seem like the most flashy or grand thing, like the $800 pearl gold Krakan mask, but this is indeed much rarer than any other piece that I own. Why is that? What even is this piece? Where does it come from? Well, let's discuss all these things in today's episode. And then, let's check out some creations that use this wonderful piece as well. Sounds good? Let's go. So typically when this piece appears in LEGO sets, it comes in other colors like lime, red, and also a glow-in-the-dark variant as well. The red one only appears in this skrall set. You get 2 of them on the arms and 1 on the weapon. The glow-in-the-dark one, it only appears on 1 Agori set. His name is Atticus. Kinda surprised me that these only appeared in 1 very small set and that was it. You'd think they'd put the glow-in-the-dark pieces in a couple other cooler sets, but apparently not. And then of course, the lime variant, well, it's the most common one. You get 1 of them in Firo and Skirmix. The Bone Hunter character is of course holding that lime one right here. The skrall leader Tuma, he has 4 of them on his back. And then you get 2 of them in the skrall stars set that you see right here. That's every single way that you can get all the color variants of this piece. However, none of the sets had 1 in medium blue. So how does this exist? Well, before you ask, as you can see, it is a legitimate LEGO element. When we zoom in on the back right here, you can see the LEGO logo, the copyright symbol, and the year 2008. The other side, it shows the part number as well, so yeah, it's all legit. If you're ever confused if a part is real or not, always check for the LEGO logo. So what's the deal here? Well, this is a prototype Bionicle part. Back in the day, there was an old BZ Power forums member called Thinkmeister. They came into possession of a massive bag full of prototype parts. I believe LEGO themselves actually sent these out with the intention that they would go out into the community, which is awesome. So, these parts, they were handed off to BZ Power admin Black 6, otherwise known as Andrew. Andrew intended to use these for contest prizes for the website BZ Power, or different giveaways, things like that. They would make their way out into the community. And actually that's where I got mine from. A BZ Power admin gave one to me at Brick Fair. Super generous of them, thank you. And you know, if we look at the contents of this bag, you can actually see a couple of these medium blue skrall blades right here. Photographic proof that it's real. So yeah, that's why this is incredibly rare. It's an official, legitimate prototype part, and I don't really know how many copies of them exist. In fact, I only know of 1 other that definitely exists, because I saw it in person. It was on display at Brick Fair, Virginia on this mock by Katsuki. It's kinda hard to see in this photo, but if we zoom in on the head, you can definitely see it. It's super cool, isn't it? I did also see an old Flickr user back in the day who was called Banjax. They had one for sale at one point, but I'm not sure where that one ended up. So from my understanding, there's anywhere between 2 or 3 of these in the world. Maybe a couple more, but who knows? It's one of those things that's really, really hard to get a hold of. But man, it sure is pretty, isn't it? What a sensational pairing of colors. And there really is something so satisfying about seeing all the different variants lined up like this. I'm so grateful that I'm able to say I have this in my collection. So yeah, okay, it looks cool and all that, but how can you use it in a mock? Well, other than the cool design I showed you before that was on display at Brick Fair, I was also able to find 1 other creation that uses this piece. Well, kind of. It's a digital render, so they're not actually using this piece. But like you can see, Picari Builds has built Sister of the Skrall. Man, a skrall decked out head to toe in medium blue? That looks sick. I thought the red and the lime looked pretty great, but I don't know, man. This is something special. It really makes me want to get like a 3D printed version of that skrall shield in medium blue so I can pair it with my prototype. And then I guess I could more or less bring this mock to life. That'd be cool. And hey, I mean, isn't that one of the joys of building a digital creation? You get to play around with pieces in whatever color you want. And I guess that's the joy of painting and 3D printing as well. You can make any piece any color you want. That's kind of the dream, isn't it? I know it's not everyone's cup of tea to get 3D printed parts, custom pieces, painted parts, all that kind of stuff. But if it allows you to fulfill your dreams and make stuff like this, why not do it? And honestly, seeing this, it's getting me inspired. Maybe I need to build a medium blue skrall myself. Lovely work, Bakaru Builds. You've got me inspired. So yeah, that was pretty much the only mock that I could find that uses this piece. So hey, why don't we do something special? Let's take a look at a few creations that use the other color variants of this part. We'll start off by checking out Jesus College Rooster by Rahiden. What a fantastic design. Yeah, Aiden really replicated a rooster's anatomy extremely well. From the red wattle on their chin, to the Chima blade piece up top being used for that crest. So majestic. But of course, the feathers on the back, that has to be a highlight. Using the skrall blades we've been talking about for feathers, and using them alongside some marbled red and black quasi-spike pieces. Even getting a skrall shield in there as well, and a few Brataka blades too. It all looks so good. I love too that the red and black of these skrall pieces, they tie into the color scheme of this actual rooster. Good color scheme and a really good mock. Cameron is next. Let's take a look at his creation that's called Prophet Alpha. There's something about the lime circles and lines on this piece. I don't know, it just looks like ancient hieroglyphics or some kind of exotic alien language. So this idea of this creation being some type of prophet, it just works in tandem so well with the lime area on this skrall blade. Even just the way that the sword flares upwards and is naturally a very elongated piece. It pairs well with the large and elongated head design of the mock. It feels like Cameron took this skrall piece and studied the shape and the form of it, and tried his best to make sure that the character matches the look and feel of that part. Cameron's a genius, man. This piece just feels so perfectly integrated into the overall design. Plus, I think the lime stands out so much since everything else is totally black. It makes it feel like the lime circles and lines, they could have some sort of magical properties in them. Or, I don't know, perhaps they hold some kind of religious or cultural significance for the character. It could be all sorts of stuff. And that's the thing too, you know? I feel like you could swap these lime blades out for any of those other color variants of this piece, and it would still look pretty good. Maybe you'd need to change the eye as well, so it's like color coordinated. But, you know, that's easy to do. I love this a lot. It's super cool. So that's some sweet looking creations that use these pieces. Now, normally in these rare part videos that I do on my channel, I like to say what these pieces are worth. Well, the lime, the red, and the glow-in-the-dark skrall weapon, oddly enough, they're all worth the exact same price. It's anywhere from like 20 cents to $1. Pretty cheap, pretty affordable. But this prototype one? Well, I have no idea, because there's simply no sales history of this piece. In the past, I have seen other prototype parts sell for like $400, sometimes even as low as $200, sometimes even like $1,000. I don't know, it's just really hard to pinpoint an exact value. But to me, this is priceless. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. What's the rarest piece in your LEGO collection? And do you have any misprint or prototype LEGO pieces yourself? If you do, I'd love to hear what you've got. Let me know in the comments below. That sort of stuff is so fascinating to hear about. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now.